videos.com. And yes, we already spoke about Russell Stannard, who runs this website, so I'm not going to explain all the things about him again. So I just want you to remember that he's a specialist in the use of media and technology in ELT, and that he wants to help the technophobic people with it. So we have on the website a lot of tabs. A lot of tabs, and I'm not explaining everything or every tab because I think some of them do not have proper information for us. So I'm going to start with videos for ELT and ESL. Here we have on the left hand we have all the training videos which are available on the site. They are divided into different categories like tools to get students talking, quizzes, blogs, and something like that. And on the right side we have some recommendations from Russell, some tools, videos, which he thinks are very interesting for learning English. And then the next tab is about videos for learning ICT. The structure is the same, but the topics are other ones. Here you can learn how to use iTunes or Twitter, something like more technological. And then here we have the top 20 training videos. You get a little overlook of what other users have been watching, and perhaps this can be helpful for your studies as well. Yeah, the next is latest videos. I'm not going to explain that because I can imagine everybody knows what we find there. Then videos to recommend to students. Here he presents us great websites to show to students about vocabulary training or listening and comprehension exercises. They are free content and have a lot of good learning activities. And also they're mostly they're in English, but they cover also other languages as well. So, and then here are the videos for other languages. Here we find a collection of tools which can be used not only for English learning because they're not related just to one language. Something like Audioboo. You don't have to speak just English, you can record your voice in every language you want to. Yes, and now Pauline is going to explain how to make your own video.
Right, so the top video of this website is Jing. So basically Jing is a screen capture tool, and I'm just going to put this on mute.
This is probably my favourites.
Right, and so what it does is just that it captures your screen, and then you can like play it back and stuff, and it automatically saves it on a server. So if you want to get Jing, all you have to do is you go on Google and you type in Jing, and normally you have this website that brings you to the website, and you can download it automatically. So you just have to go and sign in for free. Anyway, so you have to sign in for free on the video, and basically you're going to have this database. So you can sign in for free, or you can go in pro. And if you go in pro, it's like $20 a year. And so it's very, very useful. I'm going to go back to the website very quickly because you have some interesting tools that you can do. Like you can actually change it, you can change some buttons, you can like view old videos and delete your history. And there's this whole thing about the URL and the embedding code. So what you can do is you can either get the URL and type it in, or get an embedding code like the videos on Facebook. And it's very, very practical. So it's this whole database, and you can save any information that you really want. It's incredible. This other tool that's very useful, I think, in this website is the videos to recommend to your students. It's a vocabulary site. And I'm going to wait for it to open. You go into the English section, for example here, it works.
This set of videos are great websites for vocabulary. And the first one we're going to look at is a website called Language Guide. And if you click...
Sorry. And so he goes into the English part, and then he goes into a fruit, for example. And then you can put your arrow over any kind of fruit, and basically it's just going to say the word like orange. Here it's going to say apple, grape, banana, raisins, anything. So it's really, really nice to, well, you have any kind of category, so you can actually learn anything you want. Now we're going to talk about the strengths and weaknesses of this website.
Okay, the strengths, we think that it's very straightforward. So in the videos, Russell just explains what has to be explained and no more information. And I think that's very helpful because when you don't know what to do, you just want the information which helps you and not anything more or added. And we think it's very clear and simple, so you understand perfectly what he means when he explains everything. And with all the explanations and examples, it's very easy to understand.
Another thing that's, well, actually the weaknesses of this website, it's if you want to go through all the videos and all the icons and everything, it's very time consuming. So if you have like precious time and you want to learn something, it's going to take a lot of time for you to actually get there, know the website, know your way around, sign up, and then actually know the tool and master it. The other thing that's a weakness for Jing is the difference between the standard and the professional account. The standard account, you can't, like, for example, change the format. You have to stay on Swift, whereas if you have the Pro account, you can go on MPEG-4. Another thing is if you have the Pro account, you have a much broader database. So you have like 1,000 gigabytes more than if you have the standard account. So you can save up much more information, but you have to pay for it. And now as for the usefulness of this website.
Okay, we think it's very useful because everything is written in English and explained in English, so it's a good exercise of listening and comprehension. And also, it's nowadays it's very handy to know the latest technologies and to handle them. And if we're going in our jobs in the future, I think it's much more important. And so it's very good to know a place where you can find easy explanations.
And two more things is you can physically save the data that you find on the internet or any information that you find interesting, or you can also virtually save it on the internet so then it doesn't use any space. And also you can have this huge history of information. It's incredible. And this other thing, it's an excellent teaching and learning tool because, as Jessica says, it speaks. You can record yourself, you can take videos, you can send it to kids, to your students if you're a teacher, and so that's about it. Thank you.